everybody, this is Nerf Gun Reviews episode 2. So, on this episode, we're going to be reviewing 4 Nerf guns instead of 3. Mostly because the first 3 are very kind of basic. There's no real special effects for them. So, we're going to be doing 4 Nerf guns, reviewing them. The first one, as I just have showed you, is the front pistol to the Longshot CS6. I call it the Longshot EX1 because pretty much all the guns that work with a crank and hold and shoot like one bullet at a time usually have an EX, and this one only holds one blaster, so EX1, and it's also included as a Longshot, so Longshot EX1 pistol. All out, there's not really anything to rate on this gun. Like, you gotta cut it some slack, because, like, it's a front piece as well, so they can't make it, like, wonderful. But I would give it, I'd say a 6. A 6 out of 10. It's got alright aiming. Like, the dart doesn't shoot that accurate, but if it did, the aiming would be pretty nice with this, the sight right here. The sight is also, if you have the front piece on the Longshot, the sight also acts as a little place where you can hook a bandolier there and carry your Longshot. So it has a crank right here. It's really comfortable to hold. It's also, to hold it, keep it steady. You pull it back. Okay. Pull it back and just let it go. And the trigger is kind of weird. It gets stuck sometimes, even when it was new. Mine's pretty old, like 2 years old. The range with it, it's like kind of off. It's kind of off because, like, sometimes it'll shoot like super far, and sometimes it'll shoot like barely any distance at all. It can take every kind of dart. I found that it works best with streamlines and taggers, but I have a Whistler dart. Who cares? Still works. So you just pull this back, pull the trigger. So yeah, it actually shoots very far. But if you use even like the slightly dented dart, it will completely just not work at all. But it shoots really far besides that, and it hurts if you shoot someone close range with it. And so ulting out the second barrel, the top barrel, I've got confused with this. Sometimes I put it in the top barrel. I'm like, what? It's getting like, it goes through all the way. Except I'm not going to be doing that right now. So, because they look exactly the same. But when you attach the front piece on, the top barrel is where the Longshot bullet goes through, and then the bottom barrel is where you load the bullet for this gun. I've also found out when I'm sniping with the Longshot CS6 that I hold both the triggers at once, so I have 2 shots, which is double the chances I'm able to hit someone. And also, this gun comes in 3 colors. Also, it comes with the Longshot only. That's the only way to get it. But if you do get it, like, you get the other gun as well, Longshot, the bigger part. So they come in 3 colors. The first color that ever came out was the 2 of the colors are retired. You can get them on eBay easily. I found a lot of people that sell them. And so the 2 retired colors. The first color that came out, the original color, is blue and yellow. Everything gray and orange on this blaster, it would be yellow. And everything black would also be black. And everything orange would be blue. Then there's also, they came out with I think it was only out for like 1 week, or it sold really fast, I don't know. It's the, I don't know exactly what it was called. It was like the Shriek color. something like that. The junk junk alley something street pattern. It's like it's like if you see a newly paved road, it's like that color, and then it's covered with all these like random blue scratches, and then like it's really cool. Except it sold like really fast, and it was like limited edition for like 3 days. And like I don't even see anyone having it. I only found like 3 people selling it on eBay. And like it was over the roof with the prices. It was like 260 bucks, not modified or anything. So it shoots pretty far. Nothing really about it. But moving on to the next gun. The Shrike Fire. There's no, and since it's dart tag, there's no letters or numbers for it. So I just say the Shrike Fire DT, then the number of bullets it holds. DT for dart tag. So in this case, DT6. The dart tag DT6. Most people wonder, hey, I've seen that gun before. Well, I'll get to that later, why they say that. And there's also, a lot of people wonder why there's this little metal bar right here under the handle. That's for the special edition pack. It comes with a little mesh packet that holds extra darts that you attach right here. And what's interesting about this gun is that instead of having a tactical rail, it actually acts as an accessory, which is actually really cool to have. Because let's say the Vulcan, I don't have it with me sadly, but if you have the Vulcan and you can attach them on the sidebars, and then when you're shooting the Vulcan, boom, 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 when you're out, you can just take these 2 pistols off and boom, boom, boom. And you can do whatever, really. You just pretty much you can attach them on to anything, and really that's it. My orange one, I have modified my orange one. I replaced it with like a really strong spring. It shoots like, I don't know, never measured, but really far. The green one is unmodded. They get really good range before modding. They can take any dart, literally any dart, even a Tremont. That's kind of hard to believe, but they do. They hold, what's really cool besides all the other guns that like shoot 1 bullet at a time, the stock holds extra 6 darts. 1 in the middle, and then 4 around. What's really weird is that in the sets, it only comes with 5. 1 for here and the 4 around. And it doesn't come with 1 for the middle, which I don't like at all. So you just load the dart in here. You take this, pull it back, let it go, fire it. And then there's a fancy way to do it. You like put it on the ledge of under the ledge of a table, and then you just push it forward, or you just like put it on your pants, and then you go like, except like where your pockets are, and then you just shoot it. That's really cool. So nothing more about it. It comes, the 4 colors it comes in. I said I would get to that. Is light green or green, whatever. I say light green because that's the exact color. Orange. I don't have with me, but the old version used to be called the Crossfire, which is a much cooler name, but they retired it. I don't know why they even changed the name. That's weird. Except they changed the color from red and blue. Red and blue. So, yeah. That's it for the Crossfire. Next, we have a small gun, not really recognized, the smallest Nerf gun that has came. I'm not going to name all of them, but it came in many, many, many colors. The Shrike Fire AS1, SSAS1 for short. Most people can't really tell how it fires from the first look, or how you even hold it really. You pump it. The package says 7 pumps for maximum. I found it's like 35 for maximum. This is by far like the strongest firing Nerf gun. I think it's like the second farthest shooting. It shoots like 70 feet. Just kidding, like 50 feet, 60 tops. So you pump it, load the dart in. You're wondering how the heck do you hold it? There's a little curve like there. You put your thumb there and just hold it like that, kind of. It's kind of awkward. So you pump it. Then how do you fire it? There's no trigger, no anything, no crank. And you press this button on top, and it will make that huge sound. And it makes a little when you shoot it with no bullet, which sounds really cool. That's pretty much it. Nothing more to it. That's pretty good. Distance is fantabulous. Everything else is a little below average, I'd say. You reload, and you have to pump it, so of course that slows you down. Whatever. To our last gun. Alright, that's it. Two of them. Alright. The Strike Fire DT-10. It is one of only 2 Nerf shotguns that are out yet. I don't know if any other are coming out. It is a single barrel shotgun. Alright. I know what you're wondering. It is the newest dart tag gun. Except it came out like 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. What else? So, it's a shotgun, so of course it's pretty obvious how you use it. When I first saw it come out, I didn't know how shotguns activated at all. I thought you take this somehow and like crank it back. Well, no, that's not how it works. You take this, pull it back, let it go, and then you fire. All right. It has a 10 dart rotating barrel. What I don't like is that they sell them kind of cheap, really. Not the price, like the way they're made, because on the commercial, this barrel is like clear green, and then this one is clear orange, like it is, and then the green one is clear orange as well, which is stupid. This one should be clear green then, the orange one. Has a tactical rail, awesome. Aiming is pretty cool, sight, and then it has a flat surface right here to rest it on a surface. Hold it steady. And you can hold it like that as well. You have to pull the trigger kind of back really far. And, I made a mistake. It's the DT-11 because it has. If you saw from my Nerf gun reviews episode 1, I talked about the barricade and its design having not to hold an extra dart in the handle. Well, this one does. Pretty much. So that's it. You hold an extra dart right there. So you just, it's like that. But it's like when it's loaded. And it has 2 little curves, so you take it out and then you put it in, and it's like a 1 more shot chance. You're like, you have 1 more shot, 1 more chance to win. So pretty much it. That's pretty much it for Nerf gun reviews. Oh, bads about this gun is pretty much that. Well, there is no bads. It's pretty much average. I told you about the cheap modelage thing. Nothing really. There is a prototype, though. By the way, about the colors, there is a prototype of a red one. That's just a prototype. So, but they never sold, put it up in stores. So don't feel bad if you don't have it. That's pretty much it. So, peace out. See ya. Wait, it's taking me a long time to log out here. Stop. Come on. You know what? Come on, log